Oxford at the palace there to Richard the Lionheart and his brother King John. We were by 1167 quite an important little town with Anglo-Saxon origins. Oxen are Fuadar, the place the oxen fords the river down there on the Thames, which we'll be passing on our way through. And so it was in 1167 that the students, having left Paris, been expelled from Paris, came here to Oxford to begin their university. Oxford University becoming the first university of the English-speaking world. Now, before we move on, because we've got quite a lot of ground to cover, just to say that we are, I'm standing here, which would have been outside the old city wall here. But behind me here we have the Martyrs' Memorial. And of course the Martyrs' Memorial, built much later in the mid-1800s, but to commemorate the death and martyrdom of the three men known as the Oxford Martyrs. They were actually all originally Cambridge University men, but those three men in particular here in Oxford, the two bishops, Bishops Latimer and Bishops Ridley, Bishops of London and Worcester, and of course the most important of the three of them, this man, a statue that you see here looking up St Giles, Archbishop Thomas Cranmer. Thomas Cranmer, Archbishop of Canterbury during the reign of Henry VIII, had originally been a papal appointment, of course. England was a Roman Catholic country. Until, sorry, can you hear me? Yes. Can't hear myself. And it was in 1555 and 1556 that these three men were burnt to death here in Oxford. Mary I had come to the throne following the death of her brother Edward VI, and much more importantly, Edward VI had nominated as his successor Lady Jane Grey, his Protestant cousin, the famous Queen for 9 days. She was never anointed, but of course she was executed by Mary and the Catholics, and Mary came to the throne with the intention of returning England to the Roman Catholic faith. And in 1555 these three men were tried and subsequently found guilty of heresy. She brought back the heresy rule. In 1555 the two bishops were burnt to death. Not here, we will pass the spot where they were originally, where they were burnt. And in 1555, oopsie, real one. 1555. I know, excuse me. New college, right back. Ford Street and on. College. New College Lane. Are we all? Yeah.